Hi everybody, welcome back to story time. My name is Miss Alyssa, and today I have a story time plan that's all about frogs. We've got many frog books to share, but before we can start reading, we need to do our opening song together. So I like to do our open shut them song with our fingers. So why don't you open up your hands and I'll start our song. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Now open wide your little mouth, but do not put them in. All right, great job with the first half of our song. We'll sing the second half at the end of story time. So let's start our first book. Now we will be reading a book called Ribbit. I told you all the books today would be about frogs, but this one has a different animal on the cover. This time we have a little pig and some frogs behind him. So let's see what happens to our little pig in this book. Once upon a time, there was a pond that was home to a family of frogs. It was their pond, and they were very happy living there. But one morning, they discovered a surprise visitor. It was a pig, a little pink pig, sitting on a rock. "Goodness," said the frogs, "why is there a pig in our pond?" They whispered amongst themselves until finally the chief pig spoke up. "Good morning. What can we do for you?" And to their amazement, the little pig answered, "Ribbit." "What did he just say?" cried the frogs. "This pig is confused. Does he think he's a frog? Is he making fun of us?" But again, all the little pig said was, "Ribbit." News of the little pig who thought he was a frog spread fast, and all the animals hurried to the pond to see the visitor. "This new relative of yours is a little pink," said the raccoon. "He's no relation of ours," declared the frogs. "He certainly sounds like a frog," said the weasel. "Why would a pig want to be a frog?" said the parrot. "And what's wrong with being a frog, may we ask?" exclaimed the frogs. Everyone started shouting at each other, completely ignoring the little pig, who just sat there practicing his ribbit. The animals laughed and laughed, and the frogs got angrier and angrier, until finally the chief frog shouted out, "Stop! We're not getting anywhere by fighting. We must go and find the wise old beetle. He'll know what to do." "The wise old beetle?" gasped all the animals. "But he hates to be disturbed." "I know," said the chief frog, "but this is very serious." "That's true," the animals agreed. And off they went to find the old beetle. And the little pig said, "Ribbit?" The animals found the wise old beetle and tried to explain the problem. It was hard for him to understand because they were all talking at once. In the end, he agreed to go with them to the pond. But when they arrived... Oh, where'd our little pig go? did the pig go?" the animals cried. "Who was he? What did he want?" "Maybe," said the wise old beetle, "he just wanted to make new friends." And off the beetle went. "Oh dear," said the animals. They hadn't thought of that. And sure enough, sitting on a branch high up in a nearby tree was the little pig. "Tweet," he said. And he was surrounded by new friends. "Tweet, tweet, 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 tweet," said all the animals. The end. It looks like the little pig got to make all the friends he was looking for at the end of the book. Great job listening to that story. Now let's move on to a familiar song together. Our next activity together is a little rhyme, a song for us all to sing, and you may have heard it before. It's called 5 Green and Speckled Frogs, which is why I have 5 little frogs here on my board to help us count while we're singing. So why don't you hold out your fingers, 5 for our 5 little frogs. Ready? 5 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 speckled frogs. 4 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumps into the pool where it is nice and cool. Now there are 3 speckled frogs. 3 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumps into the pool where it is nice and cool. Now we have 2 speckled frogs. 2 green and speckled frogs sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumps into the pool where it is nice and cool. Now we have 1, just the 1. 1 green and speckled frog sitting on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. They jump into the pool where it is nice and cool. Now we have how many frogs? None. 0. 0 frogs left on our log, and all of them are swimming around in the pool, in the pond, in the lake, in the stream, wherever they are. There's our 5 little frogs off of our log. All right, great job with that song, everyone. Now let's move on to our next story. This book is called I Don't Want to Be a Frog. Let's see what happens in this one. I want to be a cat, says the little frog. You can't be a cat. Why not? Because you're a frog. I don't like being a frog. It's too wet. Well, you can't be a cat. I want to be a rabbit. You can't be a rabbit. Why not? Look, I can hop. Sure, but where are your long ears? Besides, what's wrong with being a frog? I don't like being a frog. It's too slimy. That may be, but you can't be a rabbit. I want to be a pig. You can't be a pig. Why not? Most of all, because you're a frog, but also because you don't have a curly tail or eat garbage. I can eat garbage. Everyone says that until they eat garbage. Sorry, you can't be a pig. I want to be an owl. Of course you want to be an owl. Being an owl is the greatest thing ever. Boy, would you love being an owl. So, can I be an owl then? No, of course not. Why not? 1, you don't have wings. 2, you don't look wise. 3, you can't turn your head all the way around. And 4, you are a frog. What's wrong with being a frog anyway? Too much bug eating. I see. But still, no being an owl for you. Why so glum? I don't want to be a frog. What do you want to be then? Not a frog. I want to be a cat, or a rabbit, or a pig, or an owl. Something cute and warm. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I love eating cats. I love eating rabbits and pigs and owls too. And I am pretty hungry. I might just go gobble some up right now. That's terrible. It's who I am. But guess the one thing I never eat. Badgers? No, I eat badgers. Lots of badgers. Frogs? Bingo. Why don't you eat frogs? Because they are too wet and slimy and full of bugs. Oh, so it's good to be a frog? Yep. I guess you can't fight nature. We are what we are. You are a fierce hunter. And you are a wet, slimy, bug-eating, very lucky frog. You should just be happy you're not a fly. What's wrong with being a fly? The end. Now we have a second book about the same little frog. Last book was called I Don't Want to Be a Frog. This book is called I Don't Want to Be Big. So let's get reading. There we go. You need to eat your dinner. I don't want to. You don't want to grow? I don't want to be big. Why not? Well, first you're 1 inch, then 2 inches, then 3. When does it stop? You can't stay small forever. And ants stay small forever. So now you want to be an ant? Not really. Don't you want to be tall? I have you to be tall for me. You can just carry me around. That will work out great. Let's go over there. Now here, a little to the left. Perfect. Don't you want to be able to jump high enough to meet the tree frogs? I think I'm okay not meeting the tree frogs. What if there's something you want to reach, like those cupcakes? I have big friends. What's so bad about being big anyway? If I grow big, I'll miss the legroom, or I'll hit my head on things. And do elephants ever win at hide and seek? Nope. do is sit around being big. Are you sure you don't want to ever be big? I am so sure that I don't want to be big, that on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm here, 11. What's the trouble? I don't want to be big. Well, Frog, things just have a way of growing. And there are good things about growing up, too. You're closer to the sun? Actually, that has its drawbacks. You get to wear huge shoes? I'm a pig. I don't wear shoes. The best part is, I get the biggest pool of mud and the biggest bucket of garbage. Is there anything good about being big that isn't about mud or garbage? Not really, but growing bigger doesn't mean you have to grow up. It doesn't? Nope. Cannonball! His dad's splashing in the mud pile. I've been thinking. You have? I think it would be okay to be big. So you'll eat your dinner? Sure. But I'm never taking a bath. The end. Alright, now let's move on to some stretches together. Alright, now it's time for us to do some stretches together. You could try them sitting like I am, or you could stand up at home and stretch, stretch, stretch. I'll show you how it works. You ready? This is big, big, big. Hold out your arms, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. Fast, 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 fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. All right, great job. Let's try it again. This is big, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. Fast, 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 fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. All right, great job with our little stretches. Hopefully, you are now ready for another story. Our last story today is a very short book, but it's a fun one because this is a pop-up book called Big Frog Can't Fit In. So let's hear our story. Poor Big Frog. She can't fit in this book. She's too big. If only she were smaller. Like that. Or more bendable. Big Frog can't stand it. She's pretty upset that she doesn't fit. But her friends have an idea. There are her friends, right up there. Get some help. Lots of it. And build a bigger book. Yay, friends! All right, great job listening to that little story. and all of our other frog books from today. Before story time ends, we've got to do our goodbye song. So let's go ahead and do that together. All right, let's hold out our hands for our goodbye song. Open, shut them, give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, crawl them, creep them, crawl them, right up to your chin, chin, chin. Now open wide your little mouth, but do not put them in. And now we're going to walk them, walk them, walk them, walk them, right down to your toes, 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 right down to your toes. Lift them to the sky and touch them to your nose. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them just like this, this, this. Roll them, roll them, roll them, roll them, and blow a little kiss. Mwah! Bye! I'll see you next time.